Greetings, Pisces and Pisces rising. This is your Western forecast for July 2024. There are two big themes impacting your sign or rising sign. There's the new moon and the sun putting a real emphasis on the sign of Cancer. Cancer is 5 signs past Pisces. Cancer's a water sign, very compatible with Pisces, a water sign. The 5th sector of the horoscope is one of the more pleasurable, enjoyable. It rules children and playfulness and recreational activities and entertainment, vacations. The other big theme overlapping it at the same time is Leo. Leo is 6 signs past Pisces. Mercury, discerning, decision-making, business savvy. Mercury is in Leo from July the 2nd to the 25th in your 6th house. The 6th house is your work tasks, work skills, body maintenance. With Mercury, you could be learning new job skills, you could be learning new diet, new exercise programs. Venus will be in Leo from July the 11th till August the 4th in the 6th house. If we're talking about new employees or new jobs with the 6th house, Venus is all this harmonious. You could be making friends with a new employee. If you're hiring an employee, you could be really enjoying them, at least initially. But the 6th house is body maintenance, and Venus can have a lot to do with beauty. And with Venus in the 6th house, you may be wanting some cosmetic treatments or just having facials or buying new clothes, and you just wanting to feel better about yourself and present yourself better. The sun leaves Cancer on to the 21st, and it goes into Leo. The sun in Cancer was in your 5th house, but the new moon on July the 5th holds that 5th house energy to the first week of August. But Mercury's in your Leo in the 6th house, so this is all your thinking and planning and what's on your mind and curiosity. And the sun goes into Leo on July the 21st for 4 weeks to like August the 23rd. So there's much more of an emphasis on work, new work skills, new jobs, new business. But with the 5th house, that might be a creative new business. But before I break all that down, if you enjoy these kinds of videos and would like to see more of them, click like and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the notification bell so you can receive the latest postings. And if you go into the description box underneath the video, you'll find direct links to book an astrology reading or sign up for my 2-question offer. Now, Mars, ambitious, assertive Mars, has been transiting Taurus, an earth sign, pretty comfortable with Pisces, a water sign, from the beginning of June until July the 20th. And when Mars is in Taurus, it's transiting your 3rd house. Mars is all this stimulation and ambition and drive. 3rd house is learning, writing. On a personal note, the 3rd house can be dealing with siblings. With Mars, maybe there's a lot more activity or more sibling rivalry. The 3rd house of communications, this is also where we look to for sales or selling yourself at a job interview. And that Mars is all that courage and drive. And all that's good. Also could be some traveling. The 3rd house, more short distance traveling, but Mars is going to align with Uranus on July the 15th. This happens once every 2 years. Uranus is very revolutionary, unpredictable, can be shocking energies, and Mars could be the igniter of this rebellion. And in your third house, one of the things you got to just be careful about is the third house can represent transportation. And with Mars and Uranus, it's really intense on the 15th, maybe the 14th, certainly the 15th, maybe the 16th. You have to be careful about an automobile accident, or, without getting all freaked out and negative about that, the Mars-Uranus could be that your car just shuts down. And with Uranus, maybe it's your electrical system. And now that all the new cars, it's all packed with all this technology and computers, that might have to be replaced. And then that could be really shocking and upsetting. So I would also, if your car is a little older and it no longer has the warranty, get the warranty before this Mars-Uranus on July the 15th. Now, the Mars will leave Taurus and go into Gemini on July the 20th to September the 4th. Mars can be impatient, aggressive, irritable. Now, the fourth house could be family. There might be a lot of family tensions and arguments and irritability. But there could also be, in the more positive, the fourth house is the real estate, and Mars repairs, or a lot of activity with real estate business. But this Mars in Gemini, for everybody, is going to have some real benefits to some degree, because Jupiter, lucky, expansive Jupiter, is in Gemini from the end of May 2024 through May of 2025, once every 12 years. So while Jupiter's in Gemini, the Mars will be in Gemini July the 20th to September the 4th. Mars is all that work, goals, and drive. The Jupiter brings all this luck and expansion and protection. This could be real estate or family in general. When it comes to family, the Mars-Jupiter could be ideal for traveling. That's Jupiter, with all these activities with family on a holiday. When it comes to real estate, this would be a really very favorable time to be moving, or to be investing in real estate, or doing home repairs, remodeling the last week of July through August. Now, the new moon on July the 5th, keeping your attention locked into fifth house matters, which is very enjoyable, pleasurable, romantic, creative energies, for 4 weeks. And it's in harmony with Saturn, which is keeping it very grounded and stabilizing to the first week of August. 2 weeks after a new moon, where you're planting all these seeds, you're starting all these new ideas, the full moon 2 weeks later on July the 21st is bringing to light what's working and what's not working. Now, this full moon will be in Capricorn, actually the last degree of Capricorn. And Capricorn is 11 signs past Pisces. So there's a real spotlight. The 11th house could be on friendships, group activities, or your long-range plans and aspirations. This full moon will be in harmony with Neptune. And the full moon spotlighting groups, organizations. With Neptune, it could be a spiritual group, a healing group, a group that wants to make a difference in the world. Now that's beginning on July the 21st. But also decision-making Mercury, 4 times a year on the same day, will be in a hard angle to unpredictable, exciting Uranus. Usually Mercury to Uranus could be these sudden decisions where you have to think very quickly. But the full moon is focused on the 11th, and that might also be friendships and organizations, but it could also be putting a real spotlight on your long-range goals, and it's in harmony with Neptune. And the Neptune can be healing and spiritual, or it could just be that you're feeling really inspired that your goals could be more meaningful. And it all may hit you very quickly, where there's an opportunity to join up in a group that wants to make a difference in the world. So that's the 21st. But that full moon is still going to resonate, that Neptune energy, the Mercury-Uranus energy, to the next lunation, which is the first week of August. So the 2 weeks after the July the 21st it's really focused on all that 11th house, which can also be very favorable for networking, new friendships. Now, to recap all of this, I said the 2 big dominant themes is the 5th house and the 6th house. The 5th house could be, let's break some of this down. 5th house, children. The 6th house could be where if you're the woman, the 6th house dealing with body maintenance. If you're getting pregnant, your body's going to go through all kinds of hormonal changes. You may also, the 5th house could be sports and recreational activities. And the 6th house is trying to get your body in shape to be able to be more physically active. And then there's that Mars-Jupiter, the end of July, all of August, which is going to be pretty fortunate for most people. And could be great for traveling with family or doing home repairs. But traveling with family, and then we're having that strong 5th house, which is vacations and romance and children. I think you could, with the 6th house, you could still get your work done. You could still be focused on your long-range work goals. But with family and children and pleasure, August, you could be making plans for a family reunion, wedding, vacation by the end of July. And it's very favorable energies through August. I want to thank you for watching. If you'd like information on how to book an astrology reading or to sign up for my 2-question offer, visit my website at gardino.go. That's .co. Until next month, be safe and well.